What's happening, everybody? It's Hell Broke Lucy here. Been a while. I'm directing this speech mostly toward my Facebook crowd. It's very critical. Y'all notice over the last year, started paying more attention just how ignorant the general population is about how our government operates. I'm going to talk specifically about the primary race. What brought this to my attention started about a year ago when I noticed there was a lot of people didn't even know the difference between the Senate and the House, or how they operated, or how many members was in each. And now I've come to realize there's just a lot of people that don't know how the primaries work, what they're for, or any such thing. So I'm going to break it down simple for you. The primaries start about a year and a half before the election of the general election. General election is the presidential election, okay? RNC has their primary, and only Republican candidates are in it. Same with the DNC. Nothing but Democrats. No Republicans can vote in our primary, and we can't vote in theirs. About a year and a half before the presidential election, people step forward with the statement, I'm going to run for president. And we've seen big numbers recently. During Trump's run through the primary, I think they had about 30 or something like that. And the DNC primary peaked out at 26 or 27. That's a lot of candidates, but they're mostly gone by now. During this primary season, we get to look at all the candidates that are running for the general election for the president, and it should be a bloody fucking battle. And the most ignorant, wimpy ass non-individualists scream bloody murder when us progressives attack corporate Democrats. It's like, just because you fly the banner blue, it's off limits. You can't say nothing about Joe Biden. No, you motherfucker, you. I've got called everything for exposing Joe Biden. You see a lot VBNMW. Vote blue, no matter who. That symbolizes the most irresponsible of voters. Just takes a quick scroll of your profile to learn a lot about you. You're not an individualist. You don't feel responsibility because I've never seen one of you promoting a particular candidate. Your entire monologue is vote blue no matter who. And you don't even have any clue how the who gets there. All right. Like I said, it started at 27. It's down to, there's only 3 major contenders now. Buttigieg, praise God, is fading out. People finally seen him for the limp dick empty suit that he is. He's the most corporate-owned whore in the race. He's got 23 billionaire donors, and he will bend over for them on the Lincoln Monument steps. Anything they want, and he'll clean up the mess for them. But he's done had his bubble punched. I was fun watching the video that began the downturn of him. He has 0% from black voters. You're not going to win any presidential election without the black vote. Okay, at least Warren, Biden, and Bernie. I'm going to focus mostly on Biden, Bernie, some on Warren. Bernie and Biden are polling at the same thing when it comes to beating Trump. Same thing. Back 1 minute on the vote blue no matter who. That came out of the Clinton camp. And it very quietly puts in number 1 spot the politician who's best known and most known, been in politics the longest, and that's Joe Biden. All right. Joe Biden is fucking pathetic. There's two things that will change if Biden becomes president. He won't do government business through Twitter, and he'll stop alienating our foreign allies. That's it. Everything else stays the goddamn same. Biden is against Social Security. He wants to cut it. He wants to cut my disability. He's all for cutting welfare for the poor, food for the children. He is against getting corrupt money out of government. He's dead against it. He is against Medicare for all. He is against a living wage, $15 an hour. He's against everything. Oh, and he's against any new steps toward fighting climate change. All he wants to do is bring back into effect his good friend Obama's regulations. That's all he wants to do. That's all we need to do. We're going to die. We're losing ground now. Tens of thousands of dead bodies are stacking up in the future right now because of the administration that's in rule. Biden's going to be no better. And if you have to choose one policy to choose a candidate, you choose climate change. Because it just so happens that when you fight climate change, you fight every major inequality across the fucking world. Women, the poor, the third world countries, economic disparity, health care. All of that has to be taken care of to fight climate change. Biden's got no climate change. So it's against him and Bernie. Bernie's got the most aggressive plans for climate change. 16.3 trillion. And everybody that stays up on climate change like I do, every day I consume climate change. 16.3 trillion just gets it started. But that gets it started good and strong. We've got to reverse all CO2 emissions or end them by 2030. We got 10 years and we'll lose another year. That's what this primary, and Elizabeth Warren, she started out of the gate strong, been an ex-Republican, now Democrat. She embraced Medicare for all. She embraced a lot of Bernie's policies. And now, after she's put her head together with Hillary Clinton and corporate donors, she's watered it all down. Her plan for Medicare for all is it don't even begin to take effect until the third year of her first term. That's her plan. By then, it's over. The fire is blazing now. Right now is when to push Medicare for all. Joe Biden, he don't give a fuck whether you got insurance or not. He don't care if you die. He sees it as another one of those things that only people who earn it deserve. Joe Biden is just one shade less evil than Donald Trump. Now, you vote blue no matter who, centrist, you need to get your head out of your ass. I've tried to promote individual responsibility with everything I say, and I'll lead by example. None of you will ever make any kind of leader, any kind of activist of any sort, because you're all of the mentality that somebody else has got this. It's not up to you. The root of every activist, small like myself, to Chris Hedges, is I've got this. This is my fucking responsibility. And I'm not afraid to piss people off. Where Bernie's standing, Trump's just a small hurdle between him and the White House. He's going to smash that piece of shit. Bernie is going to turn out the independent and the under 40 vote like never before in history. The young are registering to vote in numbers unprecedented, and they support Bernie. You put Biden as the nominee, if somehow the DNC fucks Bernie again, The young ain't gonna show up to vote. They're giving up all hope. Biden don't give a goddamn for their future. Not in the least. And then Trump will win. Trump will beat Biden. Bernie's guaranteed to beat Trump. So I'm gonna wrap it up there. It's 10 minutes. Spread the word and welcome all my many hundreds of new friends on Facebook. I don't know what come along with this friend request epidemic. I've had 800 new friend requests since 700 since 1st of November. I wonder if this is the way it goes for all people that get like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 friends. Somebody tell me, does it all of a sudden come in big waves like that, or what? Somebody tell me. All right. Love most of you. Hate the Republicans. I'm trying to appeal to the decent Republicans lately, too. Get behind Bernie. Get behind Bernie. Bernie's the biggest uniter this country's ever seen. All right. Love you. Later.